If you ever watch these things on Discovery, they have like all these international airports. People try to put contraband in luggages or in pillows, etc., etc. Well, this one model actually has pled guilty for trying to smuggle cocaine in her love canal. So, from our peoples at the NY Post, 24-year-old model has thanked her legal team after she avoided a criminal conviction for carrying a condom filled with 5.6 grams of cocaine into a Sydney concert. Student and OnlyFans creator, her name is Grace Athanatos, was caught by drug detection dogs at a DJ Marlowe concert in Sydney Olympic Park back in May. Police found a knotted condom inside the Melbourne woman's love canal in a private room strip search. She was then charged with supplying drugs, which was less than commercial quantity. Now, her IG is normally filled with glamorous outfit shots and photos of her dining out at high-end restaurants. Maybe now we know how she dines at high-end restaurants. But Athanos had a slight change of tone this week when she thanked her legal team for her result in court. She said, "Huge shout out to my savior," and mentioned her lawyer team for helping me today. "Honestly, such an amazing result, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. Highly recommend seeing them if you are ever naughty or find yourself in trouble like me." But she said that it was really scary. "She was so shaken up, and I just wanted to do the right thing and be nice." Unquote. Now, under South Wales law, North South Wales law, the maximum penalty for the offense is 2 years imprisonment and or an $11,000 fine in local court. If the offense proceeds to district court, it carries a maximum sentence of 15 years and a $220,000 fine. So, GPS, I'm starting with you first. We're wrapping up our rapid fire here. So, homegirl thought that she can carry the drugs in her love canal and got busted. Pardon the fun.
Yeah, well, she must have forgotten that they've upgraded airport security, and they can. I mean, when you walk through that detector, it's detecting you naked, so we can see if you have something in you or not. Why would you even try?
But see, and let me correct myself. This wasn't at the airport, and I apologize for saying that this was an airport. This actually was at a concert venue, where they had drug detection dogs there. Sydney Olympic Park.
Well, who's to say that they don't have the same technology at concert events? True. So, again, here you are thinking you just going to roll through with it, la 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 la. You don't know if those dogs are detecting something off your hands, off your legs.
Yep.
Whenever you touch that thing, whatever's in the air is in the air. That's what they're going to detect. So if there was nothing on the outside of it, or if there was something on the outside of it and you touched it and you never washed your hands and you're walking past them dogs are going to smell it. And they're going to start going nuts, and they're going to say, "Hey, we need to talk to you. Come here."
All right. Got that. Cortez, your thought on this real quick.
Like I said, man, you going overseas, you can't, stuff that you do in your homeland, you can't take with you. I'm not sure if she was a mule. Sounds like she might have been a drug mule. But that's what they do, man. They put the stuff in the little balloons and swallow them and everything, and this and that. Not that she put it up in her stuff, man, which is kind of disturbing, but
yeah. So it reminds
a pocketbook.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Mos Def's lyric where he says that he went overseas and was overseized. Shout out to Mos Def. But anyway, continue, Cortez.
Folks, when you go overseas, there's things you can do and things you can't do.
That is true. So,
and unfortunately, we have become so comfortable with what happens in America. We feel as though that everybody wants to see, or we feel as though we just totally forget about what's going on.
Yeah, very.
Like, I'm not going to take no drugs overseas, man. It's just not practical.
No, it's just. If it was one of us, and we try to do something like that, nobody's giving us a slap on the wrist. We're getting that 15 years. We're getting that 20 some odd year sentence. And we know it as a fact. But seeing that the individual is of the Euro persuasion, obviously we see the slap on the wrist. Now, let's bring a comparison here. We got a person in Russia that's in there for weed. And they're imprisoned. But yet the Eurocentric who carried coke in her love canal got a slap on the wrist. And if it was one of us, we're executed. Hypocrisy? Can anyone say that?
All day.
Every day. All day, every day. So, and like I said, sometimes, unfortunately, the legal system is as clear as black and white. It's as clear as black and white. So it depends on what side are you on, unfortunately.